This is the CW News at 6:30.
Good evening to you. We begin tonight with new details in the crash that killed two sisters in Goochland. We're getting a look at the victims now, Sheila and Yolanda McGowan. They were driving on I-64 when police say a drunk driver hit them. Susan Bahork is in Goochland tonight speaking with the family who's still trying to come to grips with this tragedy. Thank you, Susan. 24-year-old Andrew Chavis was charged with drunk driving in that crash, and he remains at VCU Medical Center tonight. An interstate ramp on I-64 near Airport Drive was closed today. You may have noticed it was actually closed for hours, all due to an overturned tractor trailer. This happened in Henrico on the ramp from I-64 west to Airport Drive. No word how the big rig overturned, but we do know no one was hurt and there were no fuel leaks. Richmond school leaders are making an apology. It comes after a group of Latino students were searched for weapons and were even threatened with deportation. Kelly Avellino is learning more from Huguenot High School. Now, the group of students and their families made it a point to tell the audience they believe it was their own efforts that prompted the change and not necessarily a proactive effort on the school's part. Henrico leaders are bracing themselves for an earful over a proposed Family Dollar store in Varina. Quite a few neighbors there don't want it. Developers want to build the store just feet away from a number of new homes on New Market Road. So take a look. There's a community meeting tonight where you can weigh in. It starts at 7 o'clock at John Rolfe Middle School, and that's in Henrico. The University of Virginia is speaking out about campus safety in a series of town hall meetings all this week. Each focuses on one of three topics: prevention, response, and campus culture. Now, there's a working group involved in each category to take suggestions to a committee established by UVA President Teresa Sullivan. It follows that controversial Rolling Stone article about an alleged fraternity house gang rape. That article was later found to be inaccurate. Well, Los Angeles police are promising a thorough investigation into that shooting death of a homeless man known as Africa. The video you see behind me was actually taken by a passerby who witnessed the struggle between the suspect and police. Now, as Jennifer Bajorklin tells us, social media has the public weighing in as police shootings come under fire all over the nation. All right, now the next step here will be to review all of that footage of the incident, including body cameras that were on at least one of the responding officers there. All right, Chesterfield police are investigating another crash. This one actually left an elderly driver dead. They just identified that driver as 91-year-old James Carpenter. The crash happened Friday in the 11,000 block of Old Lewiston Road. Police say Carpenter turned into a driveway but then crossed a front yard, hit a home's front porch, then struck a tree head-on. A woman in the car with Carpenter is still fighting for her life at the hospital. An important and easy safety warning for you this afternoon. How you landscape your yard could actually help prevent crime. Police say before you get into landscaping season, think about what you do. The right choices could also help keep those bad guys away. Sarah Bloom has more on what you need to know. All right, Sarah, some good advice there. Also, it is getting easier to get a handle on your credit, and guess what? It's all free. Citibank is joining Discover and Capital One in offering credit card holders free monthly access to their credit scores. Websites like credit.com and creditkarma.com also allow free access to your score and your credit report. Experts suggest checking your report at least once a year to make sure all of your personal info matches up and to fix any errors.
If you're out there and you're doing these things and you think that it's funny, it's not funny.
All right, strong words. One family getting a personal lesson on just how harsh the internet can be after cyber bullies go after a 2-year-old. And he may have been driving in the HOV lane, but one man's passenger wasn't fooling police. We'll tell you what the driver actually had along for the ride next at 6:30. A South Carolina toddler has been fighting for her life since she was born. Now she and her family have to fend off cyber bullies. 2-year-old Mariah Anderson was born with chromosome 2 duplication syndrome. That's a rare disorder that impairs learning and motor skills. But now thousands are sharing the toddler's birthday photo online, and they're not being very nice. Folks are photoshopping crude images and captions, others leaving downright rude comments.
Let's smile at you guys.
And she has a nice smile, too. That family is obviously grateful. Mariah is too young to understand what is being said about her. They're just hoping the cyberbullying ends quickly. Well, hate may have motivated a case of arson coming out of Nebraska tonight. Ariane Anderson and Jess Meadows Anderson say the gay pride flag that used to hang outside their home was taken in the middle of the night. Ariane says when she thought someone was breaking in, she looked outside and spotted a black van suddenly speeding off. Moments later, a man burning a flag walked right up to their home.
We looked out.
Well, police arrested 23-year-old Cameron Mayfield a short time later right in that same neighborhood. Mayfield is now charged with arson and resisting arrest. Well, a New York man is busted trying to pull a fast one in an HOV lane. In case you don't know, a wooden figure does not count as a passenger for HOV purposes. Well, James Campbell knew that, but it didn't stop him from using the fake body, and it worked for a while until police pulled him over.
And he said,
well, Campbell told the officer he used the fake body because he just wanted to make sure he got to work on time. He ended up with 2 citations.
This is CW.
Up and down with the weather all week long, Brent.
All right, Ross, I thought about washing my car, but then I saw the rain might be coming tomorrow.
Yeah, you get a Mother Nature washing.
All right, yeah. Thank you, Ross. Well, still to come, construction workers make a creepy find, turning a day on the job into anything but ordinary. This story and much more when the CW News at 6:30 continues.
I'm Tyler Brown.
All right, Tyler, nice shirt. Well, if you're hoping to catch the Grateful Dead's reunion concert this summer, you'll need a miracle or a whole lot of cash. The Grateful Dead's Fare Thee Well show sold out in minutes over the weekend. Some 200,000 tickets have been sold. With such high demand, tickets are selling for thousands of dollars online, some as much as $15,000. All right, your time is 6:54 now. We'll be right back. All right, I want you to take a look at this. More than 500 snakes have been calling a Canadian construction site home until they were captured late last week. Construction workers stumbled upon the snake den while digging. Well, experts say the snakes had been hibernating, waiting for warmer weather. Well, those snakes ranged from 3 to 4 inches to 3 feet long.
I came over here and
well, a dozen or more are being slowly nursed back to health with medicine at a wildlife center. Can you imagine? All right, that's all the time we have now. We hope you have a good night. See you tomorrow.